What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, as you guys can see, I have a Ducati. This is gonna be the first episode for the Ducati. It's a 2013 1199. I just got it yesterday, and next day, I received the fairings. There's multiple things I have to replace on the bike. Most of them are just simple things, like I need my rear brake lever, the right side foot peg, and the left side clutch. Not a clutch, I'm sorry. The gear lever, that one kind of broke off. I needed two handlebars and what else? I also need the top fairing where the gauge goes. That one kind of cracked off, so replacing those things. And most importantly, I need the key. That's right, the bike did not come with a key, so I might have to find somewhere, a dealer, somebody has the program software for Ducati to program me a key. Most dealers here, they try to rip you off, they try to make you replace the whole thing, which is not true. I kind of did some research. People have found other people that just program them new keys. Found a website that I just have to send them my ignition lock and the antenna, the receiver, and they will program me new keys and cut them to fit my original lock. So with that said, let's get started with the changing out the fairings, and since they're already here, and taking out the log set. So let's get started with that. Alright guys, so I'm trying to remove the ignition. Run into a problem. The screws, they are hard to remove. What I did, I accidentally broke one off, which is a little bolt that came all the way up here. I accidentally broke it off. So what I did, I just went ahead and dremelled a groove, and with the impact, so for focus, so with the impact screwdriver, I just went ahead and beat it, just hit it with a hammer, and it did the trick. You just gotta do it counterclockwise, and that's the way to remove the ignition. So let's get to it. Let's finish this up, let's wrap it up, so I can go ahead and ship it out to the people at SOS Diagnostics, and let's continue. I got my clip-ons and my brake lever, which that brake lever on the right side was completely broken and not there at all. So I got the whole complete assembly, and later today I will be receiving the front cowl. I already sent out the ignition coil to SOS Diagnostics. Guys, check them out. Any Ducati problems, they have the system to make any keys. I'm just waiting on them to receive it, so they should be receiving it within 2 days. So hopefully by next week I should be receiving everything. Just gonna be a time lapse on the video, so you guys will see it within 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So it's fine. Besides that, I already have everything, and I have to do a new coolant flush and just bleed the brakes. I'm also waiting on my front brake and the clutch. Those levers broke off, so waiting on that also to arrive, and the bike should be done. So let's get to it. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're gonna start by removing the brake lever and the clutch lever. As you can see, this one's kind of messed up, and the clutch lever is gone, completely ripped off. Big shout out to Hot Bodies MGP. They had amazing deals on this foldable and adjustable levers. As you guys can see, foldable inside, and if I want to make it longer, I can just, by loosening up this bolt, this little washer, I can go ahead and extend the lever and retract it depending on the way I ride. I usually ride with shorty levers, so that's a plus. Let's get to it. It's gonna be a pretty simple install. This one's not gonna be time lapse. It's just gonna be detailed on how to remove them, and let's get to it. As always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And let's get to it. Let's get to the video. So we're gonna go ahead by removing this first right here. Okay. Make sure underneath there's a nut, so make sure to keep it in place. Just start by removing this right here. Okay, once you remove that bolt, it's just gonna come right off. Usually this little piece is gonna be stuck in here. All you're gonna do is take this bearing off. Is remove this bearing, and this thing will come off easily. My part, I gotta skip this part since this little part was broken off, so it's easy as that. So let's continue. Alright guys, just go ahead and make sure you put enough grease in between here and the outside, just a little coat of grease, and inside where the pin goes as well. So let's just go back. First, let's go ahead and place the pin in here. Let me install the pin. Just want to go ahead and thread it all the way down. Now we get the nut from underneath. Just gotta make sure you perch the system. Well, I have to make sure I perch the system. Make sure everything goes accordingly. You guys should too. So now let's continue with the clutch. Alright guys, so the clutch lever side is pretty much almost the same as the brake lever side, except by this pin right here. Sorry guys, I don't have a single-sided rear stand for Ducati yet, so I'm just doing this on the side stand of the bike. Anyway, there's you guys can barely see it right here. You guys can barely see it right here. There's a switch right here that engages once you pull the clutch. So make sure you don't damage it or anything like that. So let's get to it. And it's out. All right. Make sure to take off the little pivot of the clutch lever and put it on the new lever. So let's get with greasing the new lever, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just went ahead and put the little pin inside the clutch lever, greased up and ready to go. Just same procedure. Put it in. Put the pin rod inside. Screw that bad boy in. Now that's all the way in. Let's give it a little torque to tighten it up. That's good. Alright guys, so I got both clutches installed. The clutch lever and the brake lever, just before you start the bike. make sure that you put it into gear and pull the clutch and try to start it up before you get any issues. Just test everything out before you go out on the road. Of course, I can't test it out because my key has not arrived yet. I'm still waiting on SOS diagnostics. Awesome guys, awesome reviews. So let's just wait till then. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start with putting the fairings on the bike. Haven't received the keys, so I won't be putting the rear fairings, just mostly the front and the sides. So let's get started with that quick laps. Alright guys, my ignition just arrived with the keys. I just have one, I have the other one in my pocket. There's 2 keys. Big shout out to SOS Diagnostics. They finished this really quick. Turnaround was only 2 days, so 2 days shipping as well. So let's go and test this out. I went ahead and already connected. I was in a rush, so this is gonna be my second time turning it on. The bike turns on, sounds great. No check engine codes so far. So far so good. I'll let you guys hear it in a bit. So let's get started with continuing with the fairings. And also one quick thing, this thing right here, the coolant overflow tank from Ducati, sucks, let me put it that way. In the way that I don't like it, that's one whole single unit come with that's glued to the radiator support. When I bought the bike, I noticed that there was no coolant in the overflow tank. Saw there was crack from somewhere here, like it had the glue had gone bad. So I kind of ripped it off. It was just like a cap that just glues into this piece. Put some silicone sealant in there, so hopefully that seals and prevents the coolant from leaking. If not, I try to go to Ducati and buy the piece, but they don't sell it. Even the Ducati technician couldn't even find it on their computer, on their system. So I think maybe if that doesn't work, so I'm just gonna rip that off, buy a ordinary motorcycle overflow tank, and just hook it up and just rock it like that. Let's continue with the fairings and enjoy.